pre-dawn air hung heavy on Mount Kenya, a crisp bite clinging to lungs with each rugged inhale. Two figures, silhouettes against the inky blackness, traversed the unforgiving terrain. There was Leo, a Kenyan with a face etched by experience, his lean frame a testament to years spent navigating these treacherous slopes. Beside him lumbered Ben, a giant of a man from England, his once blonde hair streaked with the silver of countless expeditions. Their friendship, forged in the crucible of past climbs, was a lifeline in the desolate expanse above the tree line. Their target, Lenana Peak, the third highest point on the legendary mountain. Leo, the seasoned guide, knew the mountain's whims like the back of his hand. Ben, a thrill-seeker with a thirst for adventure, trusted Leo implicitly. The climb had been smooth, a symphony of camaraderie punctuated by Ben's booming laughter echoing through the valleys. Yet, as they neared Point Peter, the mountain's temperament shifted. An insidious chill crept into the air, gnawing at Ben's bones. His breaths came in short, panicked gasps. Gone was the usual jovial banter, replaced by a concerning silence. Leo, his brow creased with worry, recognized the telltale signs: altitude sickness. Descending was their only option. Every fiber of Leo's being screamed at him to get Ben down before the mountain tightened its grip. The descent became a desperate scramble. Ben, once a picture of strength, stumbled like a newborn colt, his normally booming voice reduced to incoherent mumbles. Leo, ever the rock, shouldered most of Ben's weight, the Englishman's dead weight a constant reminder of the danger they faced. Each step was a battle against the thinning air, the treacherous rocks threatening to send them tumbling into the abyss below. The night, when it finally fell, brought no respite. Huddled together for warmth in a makeshift shelter, Ben's condition worsened. Fever racked his body, his delirious ramblings echoing through the cavernous night. Fear, a cold serpent, coiled around Leo's heart. Using their satellite messenger, he sent a distress call, a desperate plea swallowed by the vast emptiness. They were miles from the nearest ranger station, help a distant dream. Despair threatened to engulf him, but the sight of Ben's labored breaths, a testament to his will to live, reignited a spark of defiance within Leo. He wouldn't let the mountain claim his friend. Then, the memory surfaced from a childhood spent listening to his grandfather's tales around the crackling fire. Legends spoke of a rare flower, the Mlima Yue mango, or God's flower, said to possess potent healing properties. It grew precariously close to the Lewis Glacier, a treacherous territory even for seasoned climbers. Hope, a fragile ember, flickered to life within Leo. The climb that followed was a descent into madness. Driven by a desperate hope, Leo shouldered Ben once more, venturing into the treacherous realm of the glacier. The air grew thinner, each breath a struggle. The unforgiving terrain, a labyrinth of crevasses and jagged rocks, threatened to claim them both. Hallucinations, fueled by exhaustion and the howling wind, danced at the edges of Leo's vision. Yet, he pressed on, fueled by a love for his friend and a sliver of hope clinging to his soul. Just as his resolve began to crumble, a splash of lavender caught his eye amidst the desolate landscape. There, nestled precariously on a rocky outcrop, bloomed a cluster of otherworldly flowers. The Mlima Yue mango. Relief washed over him, the wave so powerful it nearly brought him to his knees. With trembling hands, he gathered a handful of the flowers, their fragrance a strangely comforting presence in the thin air. Back at Ben's side, he crushed the petals and forced the concoction down his friend's throat, a silent prayer escaping his lips. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky in hues of gold and rose, a miracle unfolded. Ben coughed, a weak rasp that shattered the agonizing silence. His eyes fluttered open, unfocused at first, then locking onto Leo's face with a flicker of recognition. He was weak, undeniably so, but alive. Tears sprang to Leo's eyes, the wave of emotion washing over him, threatening to drown him in its intensity. Their ordeal wasn't over. Using the last vestiges of their strength, they managed to send another distress call, this time met with a crackle of hope in the form of a response. By midday, a tiny speck materialized against the vastness of the mountain, a rescue helicopter. News of their climb spread like wildfire on the descent. The Mlima climber they called Leo, a moniker that both humbled.